Welcome everybody to our live stream. Hopefully the stream functions today. I'm not sure about perfect quality, but we'll do the best we can. When we fix something on this ship, it stays fixed, right? Alright. Ripun Bansal is challenging me to 5+3. 5+3 is the recommended time control. You can bribe me to play different time controls other than bullet, but we recommend 5+3. Casual blitz. What's up, Miro? Good to see you. Inscriptions from Tibor Karoy are available. We're playing his team at some point. He plays on a team in my division, so I could have arranged an inscription for you. But alright, Ripun Bansal. Who else is going to challenge today? Let's get this started. Boom. Boom. There it is. Got a 5+3. Stream looks alright. I wonder if it's my bandwidth in the evenings also contributing to the low video quality. Seemed to have no problem when I streamed in the morning, more problems in the evening. Alright, Ripun, let's go. Ripun. You know, I don't even really know if I'm correctly pronouncing his name. I mean, Indian pronunciations. Is it Ripun or Ripun? You know, like, I'm not even sure. I start saying something one way, and to be honest, I'm not confident. Dude he's probably not ready for my accepting his challenge. He probably challenged me 3 years ago. Now he's off in the basement or something. Hello? Are we still there? Are we live? Astermate. Guys, sorry about the subscriber stream yesterday. It crashed and burned. He's not in chat, but he is green on the board. So he's probably like just away from the computer but connected. You know, he just like set the challenge, walked away from the computer, and you know, his connection. Yeah. Maybe we have another challenge. I'll abort this game. But I realized like the main problem with my stream yesterday, this is probably not the only problem, but the main problem was that it looks like my my wired internet wasn't fully connected. So I was basically connecting on Wi-Fi unintentionally. I did, you know, Wi-Fi is not really good for streaming. So I wasn't supposed to be on Wi-Fi, and I'm trying to do the stream and not realizing, I don't know for how long, I've been streaming with the Wi-Fi rather than the Ethernet. That didn't help. I think that was a large contributor to my problems. Dude, what's up? Hey, it's Miro. Alright, I'm going to cancel this. He can challenge me later. Hey, it's Miro. A DS 3+2 rated doesn't work. It's got to be 5+3 casual. Alright. So, wired internet only. Did you even like my anti-Caro? What do you mean, did I like it? We got through your game, Masturbate. You're one of the only people who got their games analyzed. Are you serious? You're actually one of the only games we got through. I later did Move 11's game, but there's a bunch of people I didn't get to their games, so we'll save them for next week. Alright, here we are. It's Friday, Blitz Challenges. Speaking of the Caro, let's play the Caro against Hey It's Miro. Caro thematic tournament. Guys, we're taking as many challenges as I can for 2.5 hours here to 1:30 CEST. I haven't looked at this line he plays. By the way, Hey It's Miro, this variation that you play with like 92, is that from a... Oh, he didn't play it. Is that from a chessable course? Uh-huh. I probably knew that already, but my Alzheimer's has been kicking in. Oh my god. F4. This is not recommended by Wesley, so. Master, what is that? So if e6 h4 is possible, do I want to play bishop e4 first? Master Repun, you're late. There's all sorts of crazy positional pawn sacrifices like f5. There you go. What did I say? Okay, pawn takes g4, pawn takes g6, pawn takes f3. You know, to me it looks like that's a little risky. Pawn takes f5. This looks very dangerous. Hello, fellow citizen. This is more sane, what I just did. The other variation looked quite dangerous. Sane in the membrane. So, what's up with Miro today? He had too much sugar. He's been hanging out with Chess BS student or something. How many Red Bulls? I don't think it's going to be easy to go to sleep like that. I'm taking beta, very mild, like the minimum dosage of beta blockers, but it reduces my adrenaline very, very slightly. And then I'm playing people like Chess Be a Student who basically plays as if they had 5 Red Bulls. I can't emulate that, you know. Even if I wasn't reducing my adrenaline medically very slightly. But it looks like Miro went nutso. F4. Hello, Be Afraid. Repun Bonsal so Dash. I mean, seriously, I spent 45 minutes. I mean, that's a product of having 1 hour to sleep, though. Spending 45 minutes on one move. Having 1 hour of sleep the night before. But I mean, you know you're relaxed, right? Like, seriously, you know you're relaxed when you can spend 45 minutes on one move. How many of these bullet players on this site, you know? Yesterday I was playing, as I always do when I can't sleep, or it's just like I'm not ready to go to sleep. I was playing 10-minute games with people anonymously. You know what they do? Like, you start the game. I literally had one game, right, where my opponent played the first move, I played the first move, he played the second move, and I literally thought for like 30 seconds on my second move and my opponent aborted the game. Like, that's the attention deficit level we've reached now. If you don't move in 30 seconds, like, they're aborting the game because they're bored, you know? My advice to you is if you're aborting the game because your opponent didn't move in 30 seconds, you should play a different game. Like, chess is definitely not for you. You're not playing the right game. There's something wrong with people who believe that, you know, chess is meant to be like that. Instantaneous moves. Dude, why are you playing chess? I don't understand. Anyway, alright. Interesting position. A little uncharacteristic for Miro. He's normally a bit more on the solid side. Well, I wouldn't call him solid, but he's not a maniac necessarily. Here, I don't know. Yeah, I figure White's play is unsound. Knight g5. Careful defense should suffice. But knight g5 is a serious threat. Bishop b4 is interesting. It's not good enough, though. So f7 is dropping. Well, chess fans, I don't know. That's a bit of an issue. Why don't I do knight h6, like preemptively defending? Ooh, do we have internet problems? No. Alright, we'll do preemptive defense. Universe, I am from Mars. Fellow citizens of Earth. I've got 3 challenges. We're taking open challenges. Drew Gold, Casabianca. Speaking of Casabianca, how many energy drinks did you have this morning? Adrenaline level. I mean, I'm fully relaxed. It's good for long chess, but not optimal for blitz. This is the point. So I can play queen g4 and f7 is defended. I hate playing Casabianca because I'm always like rushed, you know. A lot of people make me feel like that. It's like you eat and the other player or the other person's like, eat faster, eat faster. I hate being rushed. Casabianca makes 5-minute chess feel like you're playing 1-0. It's just, it's unpleasant. Alright. See, Miro takes his time when he needs time. He has good time management skills. Well, not bad, anyway. Alright, is everybody here? Yesterday I learned the O'Sullivan Gambit. It sounds like something from snooker. What is the O'Sullivan Gambit? There are literally no chess players named O'Sullivan. Queen d3, excellent move. Check. Check, check. Check, 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 check. There's no risk whatsoever in having your king in the middle of the board. It's totally okay. Nothing bad could possibly happen. It comes from Aliakin. Who is O'Sullivan? Wikipedia strikes again with the chess variation names. I'd really like to meet the noobs who like gave chess openings names on Wikipedia. Whatever, man. Those are not official chess opening names. The official chess opening name book. Maybe I could market something like that. O'Kelly de Galway was a grandmaster, man. He was a great player, but O'Sullivan? Sorry. Yeah, I thought it was an English snooker player. Hey, at least I know something. I was right about something. Danny O'Sullivan, is that it? I know nothing about snooker except for like 1 or 2 players. He's probably one of them. So what are we doing here? H3? Yeah, I thought so. Sometimes they would watch snooker while I was in my poker games. And, is my queen trapped? Snooker was often on TV during poker. So I catch a few names here and there. I know nothing about snooker. I like pool, but it's not even the same game. Alright, goodbye. Nice knowing you. Yeah, this was a heroic... Is that an heroic effort? An heroic effort. Is my queen trapped yet? Are we there yet? Yum yum. God, I missed that move. God, I missed that move. I'm just so happy the stream is working. Yesterday was like a total disaster. I had to cancel the stream halfway through, less than halfway through. No, don't resign. You definitely don't want to resign. There's a check there. Alright, he resigned. Guys, so good to have the stream working. Sorry about yesterday. Alright, be afraid. So I got challenges. Repun is back, then Drew Gold, but you don't have to be a subscriber to play. Everyone's welcome to challenge, so long as they have 100 games. But I mean, I'm officially slow, and I'm not. Don't care. Just focus on the chess game. Blur happens. Why are you doing a take back? First of all, he misses the game. Now he's doing take backs on move 1. Whatever. No more take backs today. That's my last take back. But Repun, if the screen looks blurry, you can actually change the quality on settings. You might want to change video quality, on your player if it's not ideal for you. You can adjust settings on your side. That is a possibility, Alright. Repun is playing d4. Tony Blur came in the news. Why was he in the news recently? Oh, complaining about Afghan withdrawal or something. Wasn't a pretty sight, that fiasco. Clearly it was Biden's fault. Whatever, man. Alright, bishop f4. So we played the London system. Yeah, I don't know what caused that. That was a weird glitch yesterday where Ponda was yellow. What the heck is bishop f4? What are you doing, man? I have no idea what caused Ponda to be yellow. That's really weird. Since when was Repun play d4? I think his roommate must be playing this game. Whoa. Knight A3 is original. Harbiginal. He was the Harbiginal. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, man. I don't know if there's any hope here. If there's any hope for you. How did Ripon learn to play chess like this? How do you begin to play chess like that when there's no like control over the situation? How can you play if there's no control over what's happening? I don't understand. You literally have no control over what's happening here. Looks crazy to me. Let's just castle. It's his first game with d4. What would possess you to do that today? In the middle of the game after you made the first move and you asked for a take back. What suddenly came over you, like, on the second move of the game, like, I'm going to play my first game with d4 today? I don't even know, like, what the material balance is here. You promise you're not taking some kind of drugs, right? Because that's not good. Drugs are not good for your chess game. To say that this player has a strange style would be a very minor understatement. So that's 2 games in a row you sacrificed the queen against me. But no matter how bad your position is, you always have more time than the opponent. Well, not always, but mostly. DJ rocks. We are taking challenges. Yes. Yes. Knight b6. I'm just happy to trade pieces. Speaking of Red Bull energy drink, That should be the sponsor for like these like bullet chess players. No, I don't agree. I don't think it was a good game. I think it was a bad game. It was a bad game. You played horribly, and I didn't play that well either, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. Casabianca, he's a good player, but drives me crazy so fast. After this, like back-to-back, Ripun and Casabianca. Back-to-back speedsters. Oh, the Caro-Kann. I thought he played the Alekhine defense, but where did this come from? Did you play the Caro-Kann before you started playing the Alekhine? Because when you first played me, I don't remember the Alekhine. That kind of appeared later. Maybe he's native to the Caro-Kann. Well, I mean, frankly, you know, 2508 blitz is decent. But it seems like, you know, this account is hard to understand. They're very, very strong. I mean, against me, the score is 8.5, 5.5. Although a lot of those are simul games, where I'm at a disadvantage. I don't know. I kind of wonder about his ratings. I mean, he seems like he should even be higher in bullet than 2405. But I guess bullet is actually kind of deflated. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Is bullet deflated? I don't know how to compare people's bullet ratings, honestly. I guess I should just like not even pay attention to that. But honestly, rapid is really super mega inflated now. So 2581 is like, you know, like 2350 blitz. His blitz is 2508. Blitz seems to be stable. I think the blitz ratings have stayed stable. It seems like rapid, though, like everyone is like 200 rating points inflated. I guess rapid suddenly became more popular. Everyone's playing rapid on here. A5 is not really a good move for black. Like, he could have played knight takes d4 there. The Aster mate. There's really no relation between Capablanca and this player. He's a very different style. The reference is to Bianca Havanese, a Hungarian chess streamer. But there is a Capabianca, another player, and this caused me a lot of confusion. Because I don't know, you know, is Capabianca somehow connected to Casabianca, or is that just a coincidence? I thought for a moment they were the same person, but the Capabianca account is like 200 points weaker. It's clearly not the same player. Or else they have like multiple personality disorder, complete with like a 300 different like strength playing. You know, I guess that's possible. It's possible, right? It would be possible to have multiple personality disorder. So you play chess like two different people. I wonder if that's ever happened. You're literally like a 2100 with your one personality, but you're 2300 with your other one. Any case histories with this kind of thing in the annals of science? So he's playing pretty controlled chess today. Controlled chess. What's happening with the C file anyway? Nothing special. Well, speaking of nothing special, this bishop's doing nothing special on that diagonal. The Aster mate diagonal isn't what it used to be. Casino and bank. That's funny. Wow, that's pretty cool. There's no O though, but it's close. Punto Banco. See, that's hard for me to believe right there. Based on tactics that didn't work, B-Jack. He's able to see tactics like 10 moves deep that a normal human couldn't see that fast. It's all based on Queen G6, Bishop H6 at the end. Maybe he's just lucky, but I mean, there was a game like yesterday or somewhere. There's this insane resource that saves you at the end when it looks like you're lost. Of course, Knight G6, Queen G6, Rook E7, Bishop H6, winning the exchange. It's incredible. And it's constantly tactics like that. But he played the move Bishop G7 instantly. So he sees like a 6-move tactic instantly. Because it took me like 10, 15 seconds to realize that the whole variation, there's no way you could see that fast. He literally played the move in 1 second. So it's either an accident or you have like godlike vision. I mean, I play Queen F4. He doesn't have to play Bishop G7. I mean, it's not even unprotected or anything. Maybe he is a good player. Maybe. What do you mean, maybe? Obviously, it's a good player. I argued that I was like a FIDE master. What I don't understand is why they want to play in my simulus and stuff if they're that strong, which I find kind of strange. If he's as strong as he seems to be, I don't understand why you'd want to play in, simulus of a player who's around the same strength as you. That seems odd to me. No, B-Jack. I'm never going to analyze your game. Of course. So every kind of tactic black sees perfectly. I think I saw their tactic puzzle rating. It wasn't out of control, though. 2,700. Mine is about the same. He's actually taking his time in this game, because he was slightly worse. But the thing is, I have a feeling this is a player that may have played against me with another account or something. That's what I'm wondering. So I'm lost again. I mean, I literally lose every time I play them at this point now, which is pretty weird. Yeah, I just lost a rook. It's like, what is going on with this player? I lose every time I play them. But I like this 1 second move from black. The bishop g7. I guarantee that's the engine's #1 move. Watch this. Bishop g7 instantly in 1 second. It's the only move that doesn't lead to like plus 0.8. Okay, he spent 4 seconds on it. 5 seconds. 12% upon loss. I mean, this is getting a little bit ridiculous now. I mean, 12% upon loss in like whatever. Black simply doesn't make blunders. That's what's weird about this player. They never make blunders. I mean, it's getting a little bit odd at this point, honestly. 12% upon loss. You never make blunders, against me at least. Maybe you make blunders in your other games. He loses other games to other players, but not to me, which is interesting. 12% upon loss, man. I mean, there's like World Championship games that are like 50% upon loss. I guess they're just trying to snipe me. I don't know what it is. But I can't even play against them anymore. It's just ridiculous. To play bishop g7 in 5 seconds, that's like you're looking at the monitor and it's saying bishop g7. I don't know, man. Or you're just lucky. You'd have to calculate. I mean, the problem is you have to calculate. You can't play that move till you've calculated knight takes g6, which means you have to calculate like 7 moves deep, which takes a few seconds to calculate that. It just seems a little bit suspicious, honestly. To see 6 move combinations in 5 seconds. I don't know. It's like, let's know, who are you? What's your FIDE rating? What's your name? What's your FIDE rating? I mean, it's whatever. It has to be, why would you play bishop g7? That's the question. It's protected. The bishop's protected. It was protected. Why do you play bishop g7? You're just saying that because it looks like a normal move. Put yourself in a position and think about it. It's based on a 6-move calculation. But it takes more than 4 or 5 seconds to do 6-move calculations. To be sure, you know. Unless God just told you that's the move. I would spend like 15 seconds at least on that move. To be sure, I have to play that. So this is an interesting move. A4 here. I guess I'm just paranoid. But I have good reason to be paranoid. Most of the players in that rating range are cheating in rapid chess. My student had 2 accounts banned. He lost to 2 2500s the other day, and both of them got banned. Black could also play knight f5, interfering with my threat against f6. I don't know, man. When people play like 12 cent upon loss games in blitz, I'm starting to get suspicious. Rapid is now like full of cheaters. This is a blitz game, but I'm just saying, rapid ratings have been going up. We went over like 5 games with one of my students the other day, who's rated like 2300. Literally the only 2 games he lost, both players got banned. I was like, dude, why don't you report these people? They're clearly cheaters. He was like, really? You think they're computers? I was like, man, are you kidding me? And they're both, you know? He didn't even report them. I was like, look, you should report them, because these guys are both computers. And I was right. Rating refund. Rapid is getting more popular now, so there are more and more people trying to cheat, and it's harder to detect it. Blitz is a little harder to cheat. You can't get like noobs cheating. Exactly, that's the point. You know, if people are going to cheat, right, they're not going to be rated 1900. It's when you get to around 2500 that the sus accounts start to show up. No, yeah, I mean, maybe here and there, but I agree. That's why he suddenly got these cheaters, because it's like, if you're going to cheat, your rating's going to be high. You know, I mean, you're going to be like 2500, and you've won 23 out of your last 24 games. And, yeah, for the most part, people who are under 2000 aren't cheating. For sure. They might, like, just one game to try it or something, but, yeah. You don't have to be paranoid. You don't have to be paranoid with the people under 2000. But the thing that frustrates me is that I used to be able to be sure, but now it's like too hard to tell. I don't even report anyone anymore. It's just not worth the effort. This is a good plan, A4 by white on the queen side, but the timing may have been bad. You know, the other thing is like taking on C5. I don't think he should B-Jocks cheaters for 1700. Those guys are doing a poor job of cheating. Mystery Man Alim, welcome. If you're going to cheat, you might as well be 2500 plus. It's always fun to challenge a master, then pit them against a computer to humble them. Bob, you've never cheated against me, have you? There's a lot of things I hate about you, Bob. But I really respect your... I'm just kidding. I really respect your what's the adjective I'm looking for? Conscientiousness. Conscientiousness? Bob is conscientious. Well, some people try to lower their integrity. That's better. Integrity. No, integrity is a better word. Conscientiousness sounds awkward. Yeah, those are nouns. Sorry. Whatever, noun. Why do you have to constantly correct everything I say? It's just grammar. Noun, adjective, just a minor difference. I hate losing. The Druvko, what happened here? Got positionally outplayed. See, I like it when people play badly positionally. I don't have to calculate too much, and I can play quickly. But I think you got to think about the pawn structure in this game with white. You know, the decision to play b takes c. Structurally. Nemo Capitan. This is someone we played before, apparently. I don't remember. Nemo 2017. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Nuns? Nuns! Bob, were you talking about nuns? Don't get Bob started. Don't mix religion and sex, because you'll get him all excited. He's an atheistic pervert. C4. Define hot. Can we subscribe without giving money? Giving money. Well, I wouldn't call it giving money. No. I don't think so. I mean, you can get a gift certificate. You can get a gift subscription from someone else. If you hang out on my stream a lot, there are people who give away free subs. Italian subs, meatball subs, turkey. But if you hang out, yeah, and also Amazon Prime, right, which is like a free subscription that comes with your Amazon account. If you happen to be in a place that has Amazon, that's another way. Thank you for pointing that out, Mr. Bob. Dr. Bob, it reminds me of the Muppet Show. I was watching the Muppet Show, just a short bit the other day, and I thought about you. So I was thinking about Dr. Bob from Muppet Hospital or whatever. Amazon Prime, I tried it, doesn't work. You should definitely get a free subscription to a stream with Amazon Prime. Ask Bob for more information. The reverse Rosalimo. Dr. Bob. Bob's not his real name. Bob Sacamano is a character from the Seinfeld series, for those of you who don't know. But he's still Bob to me. Bob who knows everything. Oh no. Bro. You'd know if you have Amazon Prime. First of all, you have to live in a country that has Amazon, I guess. I guess not all places have Amazon. A5. Does India have Amazon? I don't think Hungary does. I live in Hungary, but I have an American Amazon account. If I didn't have my American Amazon account, I probably couldn't use it. Yeah, if you live in many countries, it's not possible. I mean, it has to do with a lot of complicated stuff regarding various governments and Amazon, Jeff Bezos, Courtney Love. Queen C2. Just kidding. There's absolutely no relationship between Jeff Bezos and Courtney Love. I just felt like saying that. I don't know about this position, man. Nemo Capitan is pretty good. $2,084. Not a player I know very well. I should have just played D5 instead of D6 here. I mean, this has got to be the main move. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know. I just did. You think I have synapses? I was actually expecting B5. Do I have any synapses left? Elon Musk dated a pop singer. I don't keep up with pop singers. Too many to name, and it's impossible. That's worse than like soap operas. That's like a job, man, to keep up with the latest pop singers. Oh, Elon Musk. You mean, what's her face? Oh, they have a kid together. Named Orbit or something. Yeah, Grimes. I know everything. I'm so up to date. Right, because every billionaire, like super billionaire, should have a pop singer girlfriend. Exactly. But it's not fair to compare Courtney Love to Grimes, you know, Bob. I love Courtney Love. Alright, here. It's not fair to compare grunge to pop music. Yeah, that's true though. Grimy. A grimy girl. But at least, like, you know, I appreciate her music. So what are we doing here? I mean, you can't, like, live with Kurt Cobain and have, like, bad taste in music, probably. Or a bad... Honestly, like, even though, like, Nirvana is overrated, I mean... Kurt Cobain had really good taste in music. The other bands that he listened to and he was influenced by, he may have not been as great as, like, you know, people think he was. Nirvana's clearly overrated. But honestly, he did have very good taste. You just can't, yeah, you just can't be that involved in the music scene. It's not like... Taylor Swift or something. Alright. Even Taylor Swift is not a bad musician. I don't really like her music. She has some talent, unlike most pop stars. It's not Britney Spears. But anyway, we're way off subject today. I just can't focus on chess. Hanging a pawn? What? What? What are you talking about, hanging a pawn? This was like a mouse slip. I just made a mouse slip. Yeah, I think that Kurt Cobain's taste in music was actually better than his own. Nothing wrong with PJ Harvey. Alright. So why did I play Rook F8? It's just a mouse slip, basically. It's a weird mouse slip, though. I was scrolling back on the moves and sort of accidentally did that. This is a weird move by white. But I guess it makes sense. PJ Harvey's hot. We'll behave like Bob now. Yeah, Bob gets in your mind. It brings out my inner teenager when Bob's on the stream. I feel like I'm back in high school again. Just say whatever pops in your mind. Free association. Damn it. Having trouble breaking through. I wish this guy would stop defending so well. Can you stop defending so well? Thank you. Ask and ye shall receive. Here he goes again. Could I have trapped his knight? Draw? I just hung my bishop. That's embarrassing. Draw? Wow, this is messed up. Draw, 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 draw. Good game. That's really sick. That's insane. I have just like, I have one pawn for a piece and there's no way for him to win. I just gave him a whole bishop. It's pretty funny, actually. Chess isn't fair sometimes. I dropped a whole bishop on e3. You'd think like there'd be a way to win. But it's kind of a funny position. No, it's he's making progress. Was this structure intentional? Well, yes, somewhat. But at the end it was. But you don't really think like you have a way to win, right? I don't think he realizes. He must be like 5 years old. You realize like you can't win this, right? It's physically impossible. It's not even like I could even mess it up. He declined my draw. Sure, man. It's very hard to demonstrate this as a draw. Please don't waste my time anymore. I'll just resign. That's what I do in the games where people are like unrated, anonymous games. I just resign positions like this if they won't agree to a draw. Alright, dude. Please stop wasting my time. You're wasting your time and my time. You know there's no physical way you could ever possibly win, yet you're gonna play it out anyway? You have to be like really idiotic. Alright, dude. Blockage. Permanently blocked. Well, I don't know. Does resigning like shame him, or does it give him satisfaction? What actually happens if I take that bishop? I can probably... No, I can't take the bishop. Boy, this guy is annoying. He's definitely never playing me again. I hope he enjoys it, because this will be his last game against me of all time. Wow, congratulations for winning that extra bishop that I dropped on e3 and dragging out 100 moves. Alright. He's got a very strong sense of morality. Let's go. I won't be missing him on the stream. Thanks for wasting 5 minutes of my life, dude. And yours. Like, it's the most unwinnable position in history of chess, and you're gonna just like move around. It's against everything I stand for. Alright, Sumahair. No, I'm telling you, I play 10-minute chess with anonymous people, and like you start the game, and if you think for more than 5 seconds on your second move, they abort the game. Because you're not like moving instantaneously enough. I mean, like, seriously, why even play chess? Chess is definitely not the right game, you know? I mean, if you can't spend 5 seconds on a move. Man, I mean, life is short. I've only got a few years left, so please don't make me play this out. So we had the same game last week with Sumahair, same variation, I think. Maybe it was different. Wait, after knight f6. Oh, I guess I played knight e5. I take it back. It was slightly different. I had played knight e5 and then I played f4 and I had a huge advantage. This is different. Maybe it's better for him. You know, Gary Hertz, you're right in a way. It's surprising how many idiots playing chess. It's surprising how many idiots in general there are. But yeah, I guess you're right. Like, you would think like the more intelligent people would be attracted to chess. You could kind of weed out the majority of the idiots. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, who plays chess where like you can't give your opponent 5 seconds to make a move, or you're too bored and you quit the game? Like, that's a bad sign for society in general. I literally was like there, like I open with e4, my opponent plays like c5, and I sit there and I'm thinking like, alright, I want to really think of a creative variation to play in this game. It's like a 10-minute game. So I don't like instantly play a move. I'm trying to think, okay, should I play something like knight a3? You know, so I spent like 15 seconds or 20 seconds on my second move, and black just like aborted the game. What? Alright. This is 5-minute chess, not rapid, so I have to go a little bit faster. The other thing is, like, why are the people who are playing bullet chess in the 10-minute chess pool? Then why are you clicking on 10-0 if you're too bored that you can't wait 5 seconds for a move? That doesn't make sense. It was my second move. I could understand, like, the first move, because they think you're not there, you know? But, I mean, the second move, you're clearly there, you've already made a move, you're in the game, the little button is green, you know, and they can't wait like 5 seconds for you to make your second move. Seriously, why are you in 10-minute chess then? Why not play 1-0, you know? It's really strange. I don't think I have that much here. Alright, knight e4. See, the problem is you have to unquirk this. The point is the g-pawn, but I've got nothing. Yeah, this is a big 0. This is a big nothing. For white. Not much. Typically, queen d5 is played a lot. No, I mean unrated games. They don't abort. They'll just resign. I don't mean abort. Whatever. They just resign or leave the game. I have 95. I don't know if it's good. I guess c4 is normal, huh? Go into this sissy endgame. He doesn't do it. Wow. I mean, it looks like queen e4 is like standard procedure here for black. And black should be okay. But he's actually not trading queens. Interesting. That seems kind of dodgy to me. Ultimately, like, you're going to get hit by 95 and g4, g5. I would assume black should trade queens here. Definitely. And he's out of the woods for the most part. My problem is that I never really studied the white side of this. What do you consider serious players? Oh no. Are you serious? My title reverted? Sorry about that. SLADGIE Friday Open Challenges for serious players. Yeah, I actually changed the title, but there's this bug where Twitch reverts it. Good thing it didn't go back to that one with all the 4-letter words that I typed in earlier. Now he plays queen e4. My king is further away from the center. What do I consider serious players? Basically, it's just kind of referring to the fact that my stream is populated by people who tend to be serious players. I don't have a lot of viewers because I take the game really seriously. And I tend to attract more advanced players. You don't have to be a serious player. It's just kind of a joke. But it seems to be the case that I do attract mostly just the serious players. No pop chess players here. No fluff and people with a poor sense of humor. Yeah, it always reverts my stream back. But it's weird. You say the program I'm using for streaming. But how would the program I'm using for streaming actually change my title on Twitch? It doesn't have the power to do that, right? Maybe it does? I'm just going to leave it there, but I think I had changed it to something more friendly. Yeah, I never want to offend anyone. If you use the word noobs, people get offended. Dude, Acerbate is not retarded. He's a... What do you say? Like a... When you're like a prodigy? What was Rain Man? I don't mean autistic. A savant. Basically, Acerbate is a savant. And we know, Bob, retarded is not PC. Again, Bob brings you back to my high school era. You could go bishop takes on king b3. What happened in 1992? Rain Man? '92 was a good year. That was literally the name of the class? I mean, wow. I think, you know, that's pretty late. Oof. Black lost a piece here. Even I feel bad about saying that. And I'm not, like, overly politically correct. I don't know. It's sort of stupid, though. You know, I mean, retarded is it's a literal word. I mean, it just means that you're slow. Something is slow. Acris retina. I want to check the opening here with Sumaher. So I'm going to guess that bishop d3 is inaccurate. Thank you, Bob, for assuring me that retarded is not a bad word, but it's definitely one of those words that is considered politically incorrect. So we try not to use that. Where is analysis board? Ooh, we can check player. Sparkler Sumaher, see? See our previous game with 95? This is a cool feature of the Opening Explorer. Now I can see all my previous games with Homie that we played last week. I like 95 better. Now I unimproved on my own play with bishop d3. Let's check the actual Masters database. See? Notice the difference, like in practice and master practice. 95 is the main move, and white scores 30% wins. Bishop d3, however, is rarely played, still has a good score. Interesting. But the sample size is so irrelevant with bishop d3 that you can't get a reliable sample size with bishop d3. The 16 games is irrelevant. Irrelevant? They're all the same guy. 3 Palats games. That's funny. He's a specialist. 95 is clearly the main idea. So, right. Okay, so interestingly here, c5 is played often. Polgar Udit versus Mamedyarov, 2013. Castles. King b1. Polgar Udit, Badyok. And now, Sumaher varied from Mamedyarov's loss with knight on bd7. This is more aggressive. Mama wants to get his knight to c6. I agree, Bob. The whole PC thing about words is sort of absurd. Words that are literally inoffensive shouldn't be politically incorrect. But king b1, c5. Now we transpose back to another variation. Knight e4. Yeah, this is best because the only plan for white is to like roll on the king's side. There's only one game here. Exactly the same game. And now white played knight e5. I thought about knight e5, but the more I thought about it, I just don't really know. I guess my plan is g4, g5. I mean, I'm hanging 2 pawns simultaneously. They're both probably poisoned. It's an interesting position. Is knight e5 really... It felt like I'm not developing. g4, there you go. Stockfish. Stockfish with the spicy move, g4. Now that's more like it. Krunker player is typing join command, but there's no join command. Okay, this is just another ending. But I wonder... Wow, my move is dubious, and he played the best move. Wow. I was sure that you should just exchange queens here. The computer agrees with you that this is better. Sumer is a genius. I'm forced to put my king out of play. But the engine doesn't want to trade queens. Now you went for queen trade. I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with that. I could avoid the exchange of queens, bishop e3, though. Anyway, interesting. Alright, let's go on. Akris, Ratna, and then we got a challenge from Asdel. Guys, I'm taking challenges to 1:30 CEST. We got more than another hour. Are you getting tired of living in the city yet? First off, well, I mean, I grew up in the suburbs, but I lived in the city in Boston for 15 years. Then another 15 years here in Budapest. So I've been doing like 30 years in a city environment. Although I did have some stops in Massachusetts where my mom lived. I was there for a time to take care of her. It was nice being in a kind of relaxed place to some degree. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really a tough call, Bob. I could see myself living in the country. Wouldn't be too many poker games, though. How do you punish f6? It must be some... Like, this diagonal is critical. Bob's wearing those white shoes like the mafia guys used to wear. This, what's it called? Just live like 20-minute train ride out of town. Yeah, well, there's been some pressure. Consider that option. Maybe queen b3 is better. But it would sack my e-pawn. What would Alexander Alekhine do? He would be down with this. I'm certain of it. I have black lizard skin boots. They don't show the dirt too much. City slickers. I hate when I have to clean the mud off my boots. Man, I tell you though, I had a car in Boston and it was a nightmare. And the people that I know that have cars here in Budapest have the same issues. Parking is never fun in the city. But the good thing is in Hungary, like, the people when they get into a road rage conflict with you don't have, like, they generally don't have handguns or some sort of automated weapon. I would feel better about getting into a road rage conflict, which I have a tendency to do. Now with my beta blocker, maybe I won't as much. I remember this one time in Boston, I literally laid on my horn for like 5 minutes. I was that tilted at this traffic. It was really like breaking, what's it called? Falling down or whatever. I thought I was going to lose my mind completely. In Montenegro, everyone has what? White shoes? They have some good tournaments now in Montenegro. There's a organizer there who's making tournaments. I should go sometime. The problem is they don't organize the tournaments in the season, so it's like now it's like cold. Sure, they have a hotel with a tournament next to the sea, but it's October, you know. It would be awesome if it was like in August or September. Oh, guns. Oh, everyone has guns in Montenegro? That's reassuring. I thought it was just the US. Well, there's a big dispute now. Isn't there, like, between Montenegro and Serbia? Not exactly, but you know how to explain it. They don't want to be influenced by Serbia or not. No, I mean, it used to be. How was it? Montenegro wasn't its own country before, right? So it's a pretty complicated political situation. Beautiful place, though. But isn't there like a political problem now about how, you know, how influenced Montenegro will be by Serbia or something like that? I don't understand the details exactly. We've got tactics with knight a4 here. How would that work? Bishop takes e7. It's better not to wade into political things I don't understand. But my friend Kosic is Serbian and he lived a lot in Montenegro. He's playing in tournaments there all the time. He plays for Montenegro. I never quite understood it. So he's Serbian, but he plays for Montenegro. I don't know if he's from Montenegro originally or what the deal is. Rigged referendums. What other kind is there? What good is a referendum if it's not rigged? What kind of referendum would that be? Everything is on the up and up in Eastern Europe and the Balkans. Rook takes c5, queen takes c5, rook c1. And he's holding everything. You could get your bishop trapped, you know that? Damn, it's like Sumahair. Doesn't work though. Crap. This is a weird way to like temporarily win a pawn. This guy's fast though. I didn't have the wherewithal. So now what do I do? I guess I take on g6. It's nothing special though. Killing a deer or something is healthy. Healthy and good for the environment. Elephants are adapting to not have tusks now. I thought that black would play like knight g6. Where is everyone? You're seriously watching other streams? I mean, I know that my layout sucks, but still, I am the best streamer live here. Nice positional advantage for white, though. Even though not up any material. Arthus, he says help. No, sorry, Arthus. Thought it was the Danish word. Arthus. Bob, how did you like your trip to Denmark? How many CO2 did you produce for your life? No, Bob can't say I noticed that. But he's always been a chonker. Hefty chonker. But I've never been a believer in like fat shaming people. I was a chonker too when I was little. I can't see you with Denmark. Denmark seems like such a kind of like conservative, sort of slightly cold country. Like Bob going to Austria or something. I think you need a more Latin climate to let the inner Bob out. There is a lot of alcoholism though, probably. You have that going for it. Yeah, they do like to drink in Scandinavia. That's definitely better than somewhere like Austria, for sure. Austria is just like cold without the alcoholism. Yeah, Bijak has, Serbia or somewhere like that. You have alcoholism and a sort of more Mediterranean personality. For me, the worst was like Austria. It's so boring. I mean, not to hurt anyone's feelings, but the nightlife is like everything closes. It's like worse than Boston. I mean, Boston's like ridiculous. But what am I doing here? This guy is crazy fast though. He's got the speed demon. He's all speed. 2308. I actually beat him 2-0. It's all like a Kusturica movie, Bijak. The real life in Serbia. Something's got to give here. Wow, like telepathically predicted knight c6. I love Kusturica films. Like Black Cat, White Cat. Man, that stuff is classic. Alright. We managed to hold that together. That was kind of scary. Anant Mohan is challenging me to King of the Hill. No, dude. Um, Bob, do you know Kusturica movies? All right, we're getting a challenge here from Tiger Bomb. I just can't say this, and the last 5 letters look like bomb. You don't know? Oh my god, you gotta watch that. Unbelievable. You can get a real feel for what classic life in the Balkans is like. Alright. Fantastic. E4, C5, knight F3. Not that I'm any authority. I live in Hungary. It's the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Quite different from Serbia. Well, we do share a border. But I imagine things get pretty wild down there. I've only been to Serbia once. Yeah, Emir Kusturica. No, you gotta, this is stuff that you've gotta see. Like, I mean, anybody who's like studying like film or something, I mean, it's, you may or may not like it, but it's really unbelievable. So, castle's E6. Guys, we're taking blitz challenges 5+3. I should probably do my streams later because no one's awake yet. Ratna Shagar Balam. How many syllables is that? What am I supposed to do here? Take with a pawn? Or the bishop? Bishop is safer. That's always what I say. My bishop is basically a big pawn. I hate this bishop. It becomes like a bad piece very often. Not all bishops are created equal. You'd think like white is better here spatially, but he's also a little extended, so I guess it can work both ways. When I play d5, my bishop comes to life. I'm accepting challenges. Mayu. We'll call you first time chat from viewer Mayu. Yeah, we accept challenges 5+3, but you have to have approximately 100 games. I don't like to play like people who are trolling me with new accounts. Unrated 5+3. Yeah, 3-2 isn't right. It's got to be 5+3. Re-challenge me to 5+3. It gives me time to talk about the games, and I hate to be rushed. And I hate to play bad chess. I mean, I do it a lot, but I don't like to do it. I'd rather play good chess than bad chess. So I like the challenges to be 5-3. To have a chance to play a little bit of a better quality game than you would typically with 3+2. Alright, it's Friday, and I love Fridays. I love the weekend. Working for the weekend. What's that? Acerbate, the expert on our 80s, our 80s classic rock music expert. Working for the weekend. Who did that song? Classic 80s Fridays. Bob Sacamano. It's probably before your time. Bob Sacamano gifted tier 1 sub to Mayu. I never thought I would have like a work week schedule where I'm like, yes, it's Friday. So what's the band that did Working for the Weekend? Nobody knows? Asterbate doesn't know? Asterbate, how many like classic rock t-shirts did you own in your life? Did you have a Van Halen t-shirt? Asterbate was like, he's a little older than me. He was probably like in high school when I was in elementary school. He was one of the big kids that had like the Led Zeppelin t-shirts. I was too young to have a Led Zeppelin t-shirt. Bob got it. Did you cheat, Bob, or did you know that? Lover boy, you cheated. He's like very quick on the draw with Google. Asterbate has a 50-year-old Led Zeppelin t-shirt. I knew it. I knew you would. Man, okay, if G6... Dude, you're such a wannabe. But if Bob had a Led Zeppelin t-shirt in 9th grade, that's too late to get on the bandwagon, man. You're a wannabe. It was too late even in my generation, almost. Maybe not, but... It's never too late to love Led Zeppelin. But I mean, they are like one of the greatest rock bands of all time. But I mean, maybe the greatest. But I mean, still. To have the t-shirt and wear it in high school or something, legitimately, you gotta be at least Acerbates. Yeah, it was retro, definitely. It might have been even retro. It was almost retro for me. I mean, they're pretty old school. What should I do here? I'm scared. So he's crashing through the seawall. Can the levee hold? You guys love it, right? Led Zeppelin reference. I can even apply Led Zeppelin references to literal games I'm playing. I mean, how many streamers can do that? You gotta love me. How many chess streamers can on the fly come up with Led Zeppelin references while we're playing a blitz game? God, I'm amazing. So what are we gonna do? White has serious pressure here. Will the levee break? The levee broke. He got in F5. I'm a little scared. Do you stream regularly? I do. I don't mind sacking the exchange. I have no problem with that. Bring it on, bro. Help yourself. Salanti Emil, my buddy, he just like loves sacrificing exchanges for no reason. Here I'm actually sort of justified in sacking the exchange. You might even say it's like necessary. I was force-fed classic rock. My Metamucil-like streaming regularity. I mean, that's my system for chess, dude. To be honest, like, I got better at the game because I'm very consistent. I steadily progressed I'm committed to what I do. I'm systematic. I'm not talented. Like, I'm, you know, maybe slightly talented, but I mean, I don't proclaim to be a strong player because I have immense talent. You know, I mean, I was devoted to the game, and I'm devoted to whatever I do, whether it's playing poker or streaming or, you know. So we've got a nice bishop, a pawn. His structure is bad. My blockader knight is good. How to explain like this position? I think it's kind of like Black's sound. The health of Black's position. Like every position has a sort of health meter. We could compare chess to like MMO. You know, how do you say multiplayer games or whatever, or games where characters have health points. Like, what's the health points of my position, or hit points, or whatever? If I want to be a nerd, the health of my position is good. You know, I have a solid pawn on d5, good blockader knight, bishop on e7 that looks both ways, solid pawn structure. Position health. Elf needs food. But I am running out of time. The health of my... oh, I see what he's doing. The health of my time is not good. Stairway to Heaven of Pawns. Damn, dude. This guy is really strong tactically. Why is he 1500 in bullet? What's going on with that? We've probably already asked this question. Why is my opponent 1500 in bullet? Do I want to know the answer to that question? It's over. I was lost anyway. Once I blundered rook takes f7. So let's see how White's game is here. 0-0-0, perfect game. We lost a 12 center pawn loss earlier. Let's see where he's at. He was actually worse. My exchange stack was great, but I got too low on time and I didn't see a way to defend this threat of rook takes f7. I have to find the move here, but I couldn't find it. Maybe I just have to play, I don't know. I could play like, no. I still don't see the defense against the simple rook takes f7. Oh, maybe it's just, I'm an idiot. I could play king g7. Knight g5 is playable. It allows the queen to come in here. This knight guards g7. I can simply play king g7, and it's probably better for black. It just didn't even occur to me. You know, I had 15 seconds left. And you're afraid of stuff like rook f6, maybe? But frankly, black's better. I just couldn't find a move. I was hoping I'd have enough compensation, but I mean, after rook f7, queen h3, I'm down the exchange, and even though he has a bad structure, look at his pawns. The single rook is too strong here. It's very important if you have an exchange down that the enemy rook can't like rampage in your position. The fact that he has this access to the b file is probably decisive. Bob's suggestion of knight g5. Knight g5 is an awkward move. We'd rather not do that. It's not a stable outpost. It's a temporary solution to the problem, but it's rather artificial. And I don't like this. He's coming in there, he's attacking everything in my position. It looks like it might start to fall apart. Just be a student plays guitar. That reminds me of World Loser. He's really into music too. Yeah, Stairway to Heaven is ridiculous. They won their lawsuit, didn't they? Wasn't somebody trying to sue them? And they defeated it in court? Top 50 classical. I don't know now. Everybody's like 2,700 in rapid now. Oh, 50 classical. Top 50 classical. Classical rock. He's top 50 in classical rock. Yule Skinner, just subscribe. So this is tough, man. Yeah, I'm lost after I blundered. Well, allowed rook takes f7. I just didn't see how to guard against it. So that's the only move? Are you serious? King g7? Tell me if there's another move here. No, apparently there is. Wow. Are you serious? I can play bishop h4? What? How does bishop h4 work? So king g7 doesn't work because he has some clapper at the end or something? No, this works. Okay, king g7 holds, but it's not even the best move. How does this work? How does this work? You have some kind of bob move like knight g5? Rook takes f7, knight g5? That can't possibly work. What is this? I don't understand. So it just doesn't do anything. Wait, rook takes f7, queen takes e6. I don't get it. Are you serious? Like black's just winning here? Because he's got like blots everywhere? The endgame is like terrible for white. Health of position low. Are you serious? This is a winning position for black after he exercises his tactic. The endgame is lost. Wow. That's pretty sick. But I stand by everything I said. The exchange sack was sound. I just didn't find a defense here. Time pressure. So what other move did I have? Bob? Bob variation? Queen b8. That's awkward. I thought about queen b7. This probably holds. It's passive, but it's okay. Alright, good game. 26 CPL by white. Better than me. But I like the way that I played this, until that point where I blundered. It was a really good exchange sack, I think. Computer will probably say it's unnecessary. Yeah, the engine wants to go here. That's so greedy. Alright. Mayu. Stockfish still wants to keep the rook. I don't care that I lost. Whatever. He's good tactically. You had a 300 plus CPL? I wonder what the all-time record is. What's the maximum? Is it like bowling? Is it bowling? Like you bowled a 300 game? Wow, Kingdom Come. No, I didn't know about that. They're accused of being clones. This is not good for black. I'm threatening knight takes c5. What is he going to do? Seriously, Asterbait, it's not 300 max? I think my max CPL, like I don't think I've ever gone over 200. Alright, I said there would only be one take back. I'm going to give him another take back. I can't wait to see what his move is. I guess rook b8. You got to play rook b8. In forums, they have games made up in the thousands, like the worst possible moves every move. That's pretty funny. But how do you make like worst possible moves without getting into forced mate? Yes, good move, rook b8. Next week, Halloween Gambit thematic tournament. What do you say, Asterbait? Let's open this puppy up. See what we got under the hood. Whoa. Unprincipled. The center. The center of the universe. Journey to the center of the earth. He misses the mate. What? The mate? Don't joke about that. What mate? Yeah, it's like help mate. You get help loss. It's a new kind of chess, like max your CPL loss. Play the worst moves possible. I know some people would be good at that. Sometimes me too. Now there are significant problems. No mate here. Halloween Gambit. Yeah, this is sneaky. Look at that. So even though black played badly, black has tactical knowledge, you know. But queen takes f2 check may not be that strong. Still ain't bad though. If I play like bishop h6, what the heck's the point, you know? I have to trade queens. That sucks. So this guy like takes this horrifying position and somehow makes it look almost okay. It's pretty weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm up 2 pawns. But not that easy. Looks like we're losing the pawn back anyway. So I guess we go for a4, a5. I can't save this. It's a goner. Though I want to be careful about this actually. I'll probably lose this game. His play is pretty good for someone who played the opening so bad, to be honest. Not consistent. I am surprised though all the time. I mean, honestly, like when I play anonymous people, he really is 1700. When I play anonymous people, I am shocked all the time about how inconsistent they are. There are people that play like masters and then all of a sudden they're in 1100, or vice versa. You know, here again, like He played like terrible, then he played really well, and now he makes like a really, really stupid blunder with bishop d5. I mean, sometimes people are nervous, like playing against someone who's streaming and people are watching, kind of stage fright thing. Maybe he's just nervous. But I'm too old for being nervous. But I'm shocked by how inconsistent people are. It's just unbelievable. You'll have one opponent who plays like 2/3 of the game like they're 1100. Then they play like they're a master. And then they like hang their queen or something on the last move. It's just out of control. Like, I can't believe it. You know, I'm like, I can't believe this is the same player who played the first half of this game or something. It's just outrageous. But I think it has to do with the internet. You know, I mean, before the internet, like, everyone had to learn the same way. From books, playing live. Everyone sort of learned through the same system. You know, now it's just like you teach yourself. There's a million different ways to learn the game. And so that's the explanation. It's just still amazing, the inconsistency I see. Dude, you know, I was so nervous before my first tournament. I remember I couldn't sleep. But that was a cool feeling. You never get that back. Your chess virginity. Going to my first tournament, I just couldn't sleep the night before the tournament. Why do I think you're trolling me? No, I don't know. You have an incredible score against me. I just don't like losing. But you seem really strong. But your profile says you're like 2030. I mean, is that a joke or something? I'm paranoid everyone that I'm playing is like someone I've played under like 3 other accounts or something. I've been doing this for 5 years, so I pretty much think something suspicious about everyone. But Chess.be student says in their profile that their FIDE rating is 2031. I mean, that's crazy. All right. Let's go on to the next. I mean, 2031 would like be barely able to like play 12th board on my team. You know, you'd be like 12th board on my chess team. All right. Rematch? No. We gotta go. Where are we going? I don't know. Like two more games? Can we get 2 more games? Hikaru played the what? The Millionaire? Alright, if no one else wants to play, I'll play the same guy again. Oh, Hikaru. Could have been a contender. He's the most successful chess streamer. They could just be underrated if they just started. Dude. No, I mean, I can tell when people didn't just start. Well, yeah, if you're like from India and you're 2031. That's normal. Your actual strength is 2400. But I mean, those people have played like countless tournaments that were unrated. I mean, I lose to a 2200 and it's the end of the world for me, man. Last week I wanted to like commit suicide when I lost to a 2200. If I lost to 2031, you know, I'd probably go on a week-long drinking binge or something. Honestly, I don't remember the last time I lost to someone in like a tournament game who was under say 2100. There had to be sometime in the last 20 years. Once in the UK, I played in Hastings and I lost this woman who was like 2050, this Lithuanian WFM or something in the first round. I really overpressed. I lose to 2200s. I mean, even Grandmaster loses to like 2200s, 2100s. But when you start getting down to like 2000, 2050, I mean, that's like not the kind of player who's going to like dominate me in blitz. Or any time control for that matter. I mean, there are some people out there, but they're very rare, who are like specialist blitz players, let's say, who don't play tournaments. They've been playing in Washington Square Park all their life, and in blitz, you know, in blitz they're 2500 strength, but it's very, very rare, you know. Gorky Park hustlers, even the guys in like Washington Square Park, not too many good players. But I'm just thinking of, you know, how people can have like low ratings and be really strong. Blitz hustlers who are like specialists, or players from India who are basically like 400 points underrated. They come to Hungary now and like ravage our titled players. Knight h4 is a nice move. So this guy is now, he's 1700. Wow. Better game this time from my opponent. Much better game. Some people just don't care about FIDE. Well, whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be FIDE. You know, USCF. I don't care, you know. Pick a rating system. But the bottom line is, Bob, that it's not really easy to get that good at chess without playing organized chess at some point. You know, even today with the internet, it's very, very hard to get that good. I'm very skeptical of people who are like, I learned last year, and they're like 2600 on lichess. 99% of the time, they're fake, you know, or they're lying. So this guy is suddenly playing really well. But again, you know, he'll probably make some crazy blunder. First part of the game, very good. It's hard to believe this is the same player who played the opening last game, where he was lost in like 5 moves. The OTB orgs will be dead. 10 years. I'll obviously be doing something else, I guess. Well, you could have said that long ago, probably. I mean, chess over the board has been dying for a long time, but it's an extremely, excruciatingly slow death. Yeah, I'm not sure Bob knows what he's talking about. He just likes to talk. I don't take him too seriously in the chess stuff. But maybe with other stuff, he knows what he's talking about. We don't trust him on the chess opinions. Wow, what is that? Wow. Wow. He didn't know the en passant rule. That was the problem. Now I get it. Guys, we have time for one more. And that's another one. I told you once I lost to a guy in Transylvania who set up the board wrong. I still don't know if he was like trolling me or what. We weren't even playing for money. I mean, but seriously, you're going to tell me you don't know about en passant and you're 1700? I've been playing all my life and I never heard of en passant. You know, that's like the typical thing you get in a bar, like in the States. Some biker will like pull out a gun. You're not going to pull that stuff on me. We don't play chess like that around here. I've been playing chess all my life. You can't take the pawn like that. That's scary. So it's okay. It's non-chess affiliated. This game is kind of freaking me out. He only learned about en passant today. But he's like faster than me. Of course, that's not a problem. Looks like we might finally take him down. I'm leaving soon. I have time for one more game. Chess over the board will never die. There's just too many years in board-based tactical planning for many reasons of the world. Board-based tactical planning. Dude, what is that quote? The Huff and Puff boards. Harry Potter chess. Well, maybe my opponent is like a genius who just started to learn the game. That's a possibility. But he certainly has strange style. WJ Loof, welcome. The greatest quote ever? That's the weirdest. One of Astrabate's weirder quotes. What about Viking chess sets in... Astrabate, give us some quotes about Viking chess sets in Newfoundland and new evidence of Viking arrivals. Chess was recently discovered in southwest Newfoundland. Viking chess sets. WJ Loof, thank you. 100 bits from the Loof. A tough competitor, to say the least. My opponent. We're gonna grind him down with my new Viking chess set. That doesn't work. That's a blunder. This is a blunder. This is a blunder. So rook b2 doesn't quite cut it. We need to centralize the king. What is all that rumors about like the Vikings going inland to like Michigan and nonsense like that? That's just all like, that's all just fantasy, right? There's no evidence other than that one settlement they found. Just TV reality shows. But isn't it strange? Like, seriously, how do scientists explain that the Vikings didn't make more journeys? Or, you know, once they set up there, I need to study it more. They didn't have cell phones. So I guess they didn't know if the first party arrived successfully or not. But I mean, they had hundreds of years to do it again, right? Hundreds of years is a long time. Let's say they had a settlement in Newfoundland that had to be abandoned or whatever. They have like hundreds of years to try it again. Minnesota. Alright, WJ lives. Sorry, not Michigan. Whatever. Whatever it is. Michigan, Minnesota. I'm an expert on the Great Lakes. Close enough. It starts with an M. I'm East Coast, baby. There is evidence that someone was mining copper in Michigan before 1400. Well, I mean, you know, maybe Native Americans could even do that. Well, why are they called the Vikings, man? I know it's a football joke. I'm not that dense. But they're called the Vikings for a reason, no? They're probably called the Vikings because of some mythological reason, right? Duh. Dude, he's professional in averting mate. I love that. Mate aversion therapy. Oh, okay. Lots of Scandinavians live in Minnesota. That's another explanation. But the same can be said for a lot of states. Lots of Scandinavians live in Kansas. You know, Kansas. Swedish people live in Kansas. No stalemate. He knows about stalemate. Guys, last game coming up. It's mate aversion therapy. We're giving mate aversion therapy to the opponent. No, this is his system. You know, he's mathematically going to prevent mate as long as humanly possible. And it works. It works. Thanks for gifting a gift sub. Hopefully we'll get lucky this time, Bob. Bob usually gifts like the worst gift subs. Like every kind of like pervert and troll. So hopefully you'll work out. Bob has a bad track record. Alright, here it is. Last game for today. I gotta run. Nice knowing you. I don't remember how we played. You give subs to people who aren't subbed, but you always seem to make a good choice. You're just inherently lucky. Well, guys, I didn't tell you I have a new anti-London system. Thank God we didn't have a London today. But I was bored last night trying to think of a new way to play against the goddamn London system, which just bores me to tears. And someone played d4 and I played d5, and they played bishop f4, and I've invented a new, it's called the Grunden. It's like half Grob, half London. We play d4, d5, bishop f4, g5, and sacrifice a pawn. It was inspired by, hopefully Eric Rosen will soon be doing some videos on it. It was inspired by my anti-bishops opening, e4, e5, bishop c4, b5, the Grunden. Yeah, there's these myths that Vikings were in Minnesota. But I guess scientists have not accepted that as sufficient. There's not sufficient evidence. It's good for ancient aliens. The Grunden. Exactly. Half Grob, half London. d4, d5, bishop f4, g5. It's like a Grob. It's like a sort of gambit form of Grob. Alternative archaeology. You know who was into that? What was another guy from Ancient Aliens? What's his name? Who's always a main contributor. Yeah, you go c5 and bishop g7. I'm not saying it's good, but it's good for like trolling 1500s. You know, it's just funny to see the 1500s like crash and burn when you unsoundly sacrifice a pawn against them. It's fun for entertainment value. So what is the main line here? This is like the this is the world loser variation. Did you know that, Sumaher? The Grunden. Ancient Aliens is the worst show. You say that about everything. Everything's the worst. The worst. Worst channel, the worst show. Well, it got a little old after like the 20th season. You know, it's hard to like keep it going when you don't have any content left. Like, they've exhausted every conceivable conspiracy theory ever known to man after like the 16th season. You didn't? What? Delver's interested in the Grunden. I want to have like ancient aliens type of opening theory. Like alternative opening theory. I don't really do the Grob. I'm kind of anti-Grob usually. But I'll take anything against the London. Of course the Sphinx is a relic of a much older civilization. Well, the Sphinx is older. I mean, everybody knows that. It's older than the pyramids. I mean, that's a fact. The Sphinx is like much, much older than the pyramids, right? Not kill those London system players with an early for their early pre-moves. Yeah, Eric von Daniken. Yeah, he's the one. He's the ultimate ancient archaeology conspiracy theorist. Guys, it's time to go. It's been great. I'm glad my stream's working. Thank you for the support. We had a gift sub from Bob, and WJ Loof donated a few bits. We will be back on Sunday with our weekly simul. Yesterday, I apologize again. Anyone who had submitted a game for yesterday's stream, many of them didn't get analyzed due to stream problems. So we'll put them in the bin for next week on Thursday. If you submitted a game and it didn't get analyzed this week. Is that guy still alive? Asterbait? He's one of my favorite characters from Ancient Aliens. Alright, Queen E4. This is a pretty weird move. Notice how I call them characters. Because I know the difference between reality and conspiracy theories. That's important to differentiate, you know? It's for entertainment purposes only. I mean, I do believe there probably are aliens. I mean, there are other living entities in the universe. I subscribe to that theory, but you know, most stuff we see on television is for entertainment purposes only. My personal belief is that there most likely is life in, you know, in space. Yeah, aliens wouldn't waste their time with us. This planet is a wasteland now anyway. We've already destroyed it. They might be able to crunch up some boulders and get a bit of use out of recycling Earth. Maybe as a recyclable. Delver said he was abducted. Despite what the DoD is saying now. What's that, Bob? One of my neighbors said he, you know, and a serious guy, he said he saw a spaceship once. You know, and if it comes from someone who, you know, is really unreliable, this was weird because the guy was very down to earth, you know. But I've never had any experiences, any kind of like abnormal experiences. Yeah, Bijak, that's, you saw the map or most, but it's not true that it's always in America. South America, well, South America is very popular. For some reason, I guess they don't like Serbia. Yeah, I mean UFO in the Nevada desert. I mean, obviously, the likelihood of military explanation behind that is fairly high. I saw a UFO in the desert at Area 51. You think? So he's got tactics here, but maybe I can pull off Knight G4. Wait, do I have a trick? Knight takes C4. Knight C4, Bishop C4, C6. This might actually work. Remember my theory, everybody. Say it after me. 99, speaking of 99%, Bijak, 99% of tactics don't work. Knight takes C4, Bishop takes C4, C6. Say it with me. I don't see how he defends. We're gonna try it. Well, WJ Loof, you're inspecting mine, so I'll take your word for it. Yeah, the Earth is probably below average in its recycling value. It's basically a giant beer can. Ooh, Mubot taking his frustrations out on Bob. So this worked. We all suspected you were silicone boobs, Bob. Well, a lot of people suspected that. Are you insinuating that it's just a pure coincidence that that account just showed up? I thought that was a known fact. Silicon Boone said, I got 1900 in blitz on lichess. Yellow heart. Bob doesn't usually use those little emojis or whatever. That's really sus. Maybe it's Bob's multiple personality coming out. Oh yeah. Kangaroo. There was this awesome Flash game called Kangaroo. It was like a hangman game. And used to play this like 15 years ago. It had this thing where it was like, oh yeah. Funny voice. Kangaroo. Mind reader first class. I know what you're going to play before you play it. See, that's the problem. I guess I could play d4 there. Somewhat decisive. The pawn Eba. Pawn amoeba. I have to go, kids. This is fun, though. It's been fun. I just want to make sure we're in position. You make sure you advance all your pawns together. Everybody's happy family. It's like the kindergartners holding hands on the way to school. Buddy system. Buddy system. We don't need a crossing guard here. Look at that. Oh, dough. He almost got me with that stalemate. It was so strong, my instinct to like take it. I was that close. That's the stairway to heaven. Stairway to pawn heaven. Alright guys, we'll see you later. Have a great one. Thanks everyone for joining me. We'll be back with a simul on Sunday. Don't forget to support your local chess streamer. Sunday simul, 6:30 CST. Nice to see WJ Loof. Also Bob, thank you for visiting. We'll be back Sunday guys. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.